Okay, this is a good, strong GED question. It looks straightforward, but they stack an awful lot of skills onto this. Florence has $100 to rent a car for a 1-day round trip. If a car costs a flat fee of $25 a day plus 30 cents a mile, which of these represents an expression or an inequality that you can drive? So budget questions, limit questions are definitely going to be on the GED. If you think of a question like, Jeff's got $7, he's going to the store. Well, Jeff can spend 6, he can spend 7, but he can't spend 8 because he doesn't have 8. Jeff doesn't have $7 anyway, so it's an imaginary question. So it would have to be equals 2 on the bottom, and the alligator would have to be facing the 7 because I can spend 6. Cool, that's less than. The alligator's facing the other way. I can spend 7, and that's cool because there's a line underneath because it's equal to, but I can't spend 8. So there's that aspect of this question. Second, this is, even though there's a $100 limit, they put in a 2-step algebra. They put in 2 steps. That is the most common kind of equation or expression you're going to see in the GED question. Is like 3x plus 4, a number times a letter plus or minus another number. So we're going to put the 100 over here for now. That's the limit. And then we got to remember 99. That's great. She can spend 99. She can spend 100, but she can't spend 101. So we always do 1 over, 1 under, so we can remember which way the alligator's got to face. But that's for later. All right. So one of these numbers happens once. Okay, and it's a 1-day trip, so the $25 a day thing happens once. Another kind of question would be if you called a plumber, and the plumber did $100 for a house call and then $60 an hour after that. As soon as the van pulls up, the $100 is theirs. You owe them $100, but that only happens once, at least for that day. And then the $60 an hour is the per number, or the thing next to the letter. So 0.3 happens per mile, so it gets the x, or this equation says the m for miles. And there we go. So what we're going to do is get rid of those limit numbers, and we're going to solve 2-step algebra like we always do. We're going to get the letter all by itself, which means we got to get rid of the 0.3 and the 25. We're going to get rid of the 25 first. Okay. Oh, sorry. We look over at the answer. If everything on the answers matches, if one element matches for all of them, then it has to be right. Okay, and I switched to M. So here we go. We're gonna solve. I'm just gonna put equal sign for now, but just to have something as a barrier. So here we go. Minus 25, minus 25. This side cancels out. This stuff comes down, just like we always do. Honest to God math goes on the right. That's 75. Now GED is ruthless, because they know sometimes we get stumped and we get tired. And if you do halfway math, it'll throw it out there and go, man, maybe you solved it already. Maybe that's it. And, well, it's tough because that's a trap. We still have to do what we always do. We got to get rid of that 0.3. That 0.3 is upstairs, so we got to put it downstairs. I always draw that line a little bit too long, because it's really just a division problem, and you type it into your calculator in that order. Those two things cancel out, m comes on down, and then we get 250, which those two can't be right. So just by doing 2-step algebra, knowing how to set this thing up, we got to a 50-50. 50-50s are great, because out of roughly 46 questions, if you get to a 50-50 on all of them, you'll get 23 right. And we're shooting to get 26 right to pass and never take this test again. So now the question is, which way does the alligator face? So remember, 249 is good. If she goes 249 miles, that's fine. She won't go over her money. She can drive exactly 250 miles. She can't drive 251 because she doesn't have the money for it. And now we just put him in place. So we're going to put him at A. 249. Is that good? Yes, because the alligator faces away, because 249 is less than 250. Is 250 good? It is, because they're equal, and it's got that little half an equal sign down there. So A is the answer. It took some good steps to get there, but we are absolutely sure that A is our answer. Go GED, go.